Hello everyone, this is Andrew Kelly. We're doing a work session now. However, I need to do something visual for recording that I'm doing on the phone, the Pixel 8a running Android 16, for this very session that we're working on right now. So if you bear with me, I'm going to wave at the camera for purposes of don't ask. And we are running the webcam, as you can obviously see, but right now I'm going to start the recorder going, and the screen record function on Android works like this. And I'm going to pick some options here: record the screen, no audio, show touches on the screen, and Bob's your uncle. Okay. So right this very minute we are starting the recording, and this visual will let me allow me an easier integration with the video from Linux. And as we do this, I'm going to go do the easiest thing in order to this is just for the purposes of synchronizing video and the audio from Linux, and this pretty much nails it. Now I'm going to come out of here and go to the USB menu, and this is the quick menu that you get from the Pixel 8a, and then we are going to minimize it here, and we've got the default screen. Okay, so hello again. This working session is for the purpose of showing users of regular Linux systems as well as regular phones. And yes, we're going to use my Linux system running Debian 12 and my phone running Android 16. Obviously, I can't cover all options. However, this may give people who might get stuck a clue on how to do it very easily. So the first thing we do is we've got the camera, the screen record function operating on the phone, and by the time you see this on YouTube, you will see that the phone image and everything that's done on it is a session that's going to be running together with these vocals that you hear from here. So the first thing I'm going to do, so that's and that's the whole purpose of this session. At the end of it, I'll simply combine the audio from Linux and the video from Linux with the video from the recorded session on the phone, and it'll all fit into the YouTube video, and that's it. Hopefully I can do it very fast. The first thing I want to do is make some changes on the phone so you can see what's what. So let's go into Google Maps and let's look for restaurants in Garibaldi, and I first thing I always want to do is, looks like there's a wild choice. And honestly, I recommend this guy, Crab Rock Pizza. They make awesome pizzas. And having said that, let's get out of here and go and do something else, like what USB option can I change? Let's see. There's the record screen, which I don't want to stop yet. There's the webcam. Let's tap for these options here. This is the USB preferences. I don't want to change any of these because I don't want the webcam to be disconnected. I will in a moment, but not yet. Now, the purpose of disconnecting the webcam would be so I can connect the file transfer functionality, which basically blows up the webcam. Now, what that means is that when I do that, my image will disappear. The webcam presentation viewer here on Linux will disappear, but the audio will continue to be recorded. At least I hope so. So, what else can I do here? Nothing much, but this is enough just for the example. We're doing stuff on the phone, we are recording it. And the moment I stop recording it, it's because I'm going into file transfer mode, and then we're going to transfer the file that's produced by the recorder over to Linux, and basically you'll probably just run it and show you the session right here. Right here. Okay, so here we go. Let's stop the recording. The webcam is still on, which is fine, but the MP4 that the Android system is producing is already on its own internal file system. So we're going to close this up. I don't need it. And we're going to go here. Come on. There we go. I know that this will take me to the USB preferences menu again. And this is where I'm going to... Now, what to anticipate is that the minute I go from webcam to file transfer Android auto, whatever that means, the minute I make this change, you'll see pop up on the screen here on Linux, maybe an error messages, or maybe it'll just display the Android file system. And then we'll get to that in a moment. So the webcam should disappear, but the audio should continue right now. Nope. Now. All right. And here we have, so the moment we're connected from the Android phone to Linux with a USB cable, and all these communications are going through the USB cable. And the moment that Linux detected that there is potentially a virtual file system being presented with the MTP protocol, it tries to open it and present it. So what we're looking at here, what I'm highlighting, is the root file system on the virtual drive that the Pixel 8a is providing for Linux. And so we go in here and we're presented with all the directories that are available on the virtual file system, and each one of these directories is on the phone. It's not on Linux, even though it's being presented as though it's on Linux. Now, I happen to know that all screen recordings go in this folder right here, movies. So let's click on that. And the way these files are sorted, the latest one, this one, is going to be first on the list here, after the directories, and there's only one. Let's verify the date, 5th of August 2025, that's today, and the time is 4:52 and 36 seconds p.m. And over here on my taskbar, that shows that to be 2 minutes ago, therefore this is the file. So that's good. I'm going to copy it into the virtual clipboard, as it were. I'm copying the file. That means I'm going to paste it somewhere else. And over here I have my home directory. And let's make them more manageable and smaller. Okay. I keep the files for this project in this directory, webcam pixel, SimpleScreenRecorder. Yes, we are recording with SimpleScreenRecorder. And there's no files in here right now. Now I could drag and drop it, but I don't want it removed from here, so I'm just going to do a copy like I've already done this, and come here. I'm going to do paste. Hold on, my bad. We're going to do a paste here, and here's the file. You see it's being copied, and it's still here, which is good. I don't want to lose it on the phone in case, just in case. So at this point, I no longer need the Pixel 8a to be mounted, and so I'm going to take this home, I'm going to eject it. That means it's the Pixel 8a is no longer mounted as a file system on the Linux box. And then I'm going to go back to the phone, and let's see where this takes us. So this is the home screen, and let's see what the quick thing does for us. I'm basically going to clear all of the extra notifications here, and USB file transfer is what's going to give me the menu that I want. And so let's go to, so even though Linux has unmounted it, it's still providing that service. The phone is providing the service of having a virtual file system using the MTP protocol. So now I'm just going to turn on the webcam again, and over here, let me bring that over. This is where I'm running it from. This is tiny little Linux terminal, and I'm using the webcam. That's a script that I'm running, and here we are. So I'm here now, and there should have been no interruption with the audio service, and I'm going to play it on Linux. So this is the file we transferred from the phone. It's on Linux under home directory for Andrew, videos directory, and under this directory for this project. And this file now is basically, there it is. It's too big. I'm going to lower the size, and I'm going to put it here. Now I'm going to undo, get rid of these guys, and move myself here so it looks like I'm paying attention. And I think the session is running. Yes, it does. Is it? Yes, the session is running. So you see, this is where one of the things that I can use to synchronize between what this guy is saying, and when these two images match, in other words, this is doing the same thing this is doing, I know that the audio from Linux is synchronized with the actions that are actually taking place on the phone, and I can put it all up on YouTube, and as I said before, Bob's your uncle. So at this point, I think it's time for a goodbye. This is record speed for me in producing a video, so I'm going to throw you guys off of my systems here so I can create the YouTube video. And I'll see you when I get there. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.